We have some gals who came down from Clemson's HGIC, and Adair Hoover is a food agent, food safety and nutrition agent. So I'm going to start off by turning it to you and let you introduce your guest.
All right, so we have Tabetha Woodside here, our intern with the food safety and nutrition team. And Tabetha has a passion for food waste. It is a subject she feels really strongly about. So as one of the things she's done for us, she wrote a hot topic recently for the April Home and Garden Information Center webpage. And it's a really great article that tells a lot about the statistics of food waste and also some ideas of what we can do in our kitchen and our homes to prevent food waste. So I'll let Tabetha, because she is the expert, tell you more about that.
Yeah, so my article goes a little bit into the statistics about food waste. Some details like 40% of food in the United States is wasted, which equals about $165 billion thrown in the trash every year. And that's really disturbing when you realize that if we reduce that by 15%, we could feed 25 million Americans.
And this is on many levels. This is food that can't be harvested or food that can't be sold.
Yeah, at every
and also
level.
Food that we take home, because a good bit of that waste does occur at home.
Yeah, it covers from farm to fork to landfill of food that is wasted. So, yeah, we have 1 in 6 Americans right now doesn't have enough to eat, and we just are throwing out all of these wonderful foods that could be used by somebody along the way.
And many of them are fruits and vegetables, which
Yes.
which of course are the ones that some of the people in food deserts and all have the most difficulty in procuring.
Right. So we have a couple different ways today that we're going to look at, using those foods that might otherwise be wasted to produce wonderful, delicious
Well, you've got
recipes.
a pot that's just boiling away over here, so let's talk about what's in that pot.
I do. I'm really excited about this. So the idea of this is a vegetable broth, and the idea...
we all are looking for broth all the time to add extra flavor and nutrients to our food.
And the idea of this is that as you're preparing your vegetables, say you cut a celery stalk, you can take the top of that stalk, throw it into a freezer bag, and do that with a lot of different vegetables. I have mushrooms in here, celery, onions, whole garlic, potato peels can go in. I have a whole clove of garlic just cut in half. And when you get about 3 cups full in your freezer bag, then you can make the broth. All you do is saute them, chop them up, saute them a little bit, add some water to it, and simmer it down till it's reduced by half.
All right.
So it makes a great vegetable broth.
And that way you've also added those nutrients and vitamins that are going to be in with whatever you make with the broth, then you're just making it even more nourishing.
That's right, that's right. And as you said earlier, after you've strained out all the vegetables to make the broth, you can use the strained out vegetables to go into the compost, which is like nothing goes to waste then. And the cool thing is, after you make your broth, you can put it back in your freezer in ice cubes trays, so you can get small amounts, or in a bigger container for a soup.
So just depending on how many people you're cooking for, you can decide how to package it so that you can use it.
That's right. My daughter's a vegetarian, the only one in the family.
Oh my goodness.
So we always have these little cubes for her because I'll do regular chicken broth for us, and then I'll make her smaller portions. So it's like a great way to do that.
Okay. And then a lot of fruits. We're so blessed in South Carolina. We've talked about all the wonderful strawberries that are coming in right now. And we often get a basket, and we just, after 2 or 3 days, we've got some left and they're really ripe. Is there a way that we can try to avoid the waste of having to put those out?
Yeah, so today we're going to make a breakfast peaches and cream smoothie. So we took some peaches that were, really close to ripe, a little bit overripe, and
which happens so easily.
Oh, so quickly. And you slice them up and you put them in a freezer bag, and then when you're ready to make it, you pull it out of the freezer because that has stopped the ripening process.
Yes.
And you can take it and you just put.
You don't even have to defrost it.
No.
Because that's going to make it cold. We're going to make it
cold, and it's going to make it nice and thick.
All right.
Too. So you take the freezer bag that you have full of peaches, and you put that in the blender.
Yes.
And you add some almond milk.
Okay.
And some yogurt. Vanilla yogurt. You can use peach yogurt if you want a little bit more of a peachy flavor, but we use
whatever.
vanilla.
Okay. All right.
Some honey to sweeten it.
Okay.
And one of the reasons we chose peaches is because I hear we're going to have a great peach season this year in South Carolina.
Well, we do. We are the tasty peach state in South Carolina.
That's right. We have the peaches.
And then my favorite ingredient is the cinnamon.
And that's kind of a surprise. I can't wait to
It's
taste this
so,
later.
It's so good. And then you just assemble
And this is
it
the
all
cool,
together.
what do you call this blender?
This is a Ninja blender.
A
It is-
Ninja blender.
It's very good.
Very
Just-
unusual.
Yes. And you slide that on there.
All right.
And you blend it up for a minute.
Oh my goodness, that smell is coming through right now. I get the
Sorry to
cinnamon.
get that
Oh
pink
yeah.
smell out of there.
Whoa.
And then
Gosh.
it is nice and creamy, and you can just pour it right into this cup.
Okay.
We've been tasting these all week at HGIC, testing them out.
And I'm actually going to give it a taste. Oh my
Isn't that
goodness.
divine?
Oh.
I love it.
That's just, y'all have a commercial. Boy,
That's
that's
my favorite.
Great.
Yes.
Oh, but you told me that the other things we can do here, and you've got some others demonstrated up here. This one looks delicious too.
Yes, that's our berries one. Like you said, strawberries, blueberries, things like that.
And
go
you've got
bad
some
really
bananas.
Bananas
are
go
always
always
going
go
bad.
bad.
Always have extra
People want to
bananas
default to
that-
banana bread or something like that, but you just take them out of the
This is
peel
so
and
much
put them in.
healthier than banana bread with all that sugar in it.
And so that's our berry one, and then we've got some pineapple and some kale over there.
That's cool,
yes,
too.
yes, it's a nice green color. We liked that a lot. It makes you think nice and healthy.
So we can go to, if you just go to Clemson's Home Garden Information Center, the hot topic means that this will be on the page that comes up, first of all, and it's called Food Waste. And then also, Teresa, I believe, is going to post these recipes. And so I'm going to go home and get out my Ziplocs and start having much healthier food and make sure that I don't throw anything away that I shouldn't.
That's always good.
I want to thank you for reminding us that we should be, I mean, it's just wrong to throw food away.
It is.
Our farmers go to so much trouble and care to produce it for us, and we should treat it as the treasure
Yeah.
it is. I want to thank y'all for what y'all are doing for the citizens of South Carolina.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.